All right. Good morning or good afternoon to whoever is listening to this at whatever time you're listening to this video today. Okay? So, like I posted in my most recent video, I'm going to give some hope or motivation or maybe barbecue stuff. But today, we're going to do a little bit of providing some hope. I hope it works for you. But I'm looking at everything that has gone on in the past 24, 48, 72 hours with this TikTok ban and everything else. Let's turn this light on. Yeah. And I know for a lot of people, there's a lot of frustration and there's a lot of anger and a lot of grief and just fear of what's going to happen. And I'm going to go into my bag of knowledge here and hopefully give you something to go off of. So I'm looking at all these things that we're seeing now. And we've noticed over these past few months, after these past few days with the Supreme Court decision, with the Supreme Court decision and what Tom Cotton did on the 270-day extension. And we look at all these different things and we know now that our government doesn't give two shits about us. We know. We don't have to assume anymore. Based off this evidence alone with the Supreme Court, our Congress, and even our White House, government doesn't give a crap about us. Who they do care about is all the millionaires, all the billionaires that make them more and more money, their stock portfolios and everything else. Right? So we know. And the reality is, we probably, as humans in history, this stuff has happened before. And where I draw hope, and I will just say this, please stick with me. I know for some people, there's a lot of religious trauma, but please stay with me. I'm not a conservative Christian. I'm not a Christian nationalist. I'm actually somebody who really cares about people. Period. Okay, I'm human. I care about everybody else. But my favorite book in the Bible is Revelation. Now, some of you might know Revelation as the book that talks about the end times. It's the book that talks about the apocalypse. It talks about the zombie apocalypse. Hell, it comes from there too. Rising from the dead, all that stuff, right? But to me, when you really read that book, Revelation is a book of hope. Telling us as a society and as God's people that the things that we see and experience every single day will be no more. And on one hand, that does invoke a little bit of fear because the things that we're seeing now will always come back. Eventually. Until God says it's done. And we're going to see the oligarchs. We're going to see people want to take control because they want more power, they want more money, whatever it might be. We're going to see that until all of it is said and done. And so there's always hope that there's going to be a better day. There's always going to be hope that we're not going to be living in this forever. These things come and go. And we've seen in all of history empires and dictatorships and everything else. We've seen this. They've all gone away. So it gives me hope knowing that we're not going to be in this forever. And then ultimately, as long as we are a part of our communities, the communities that take care of us, as long as we strive to look towards our particular deity. For me, it's God. For you, it might be somebody else. No judgment here, of course, right? But whatever you worship to, the communities that you're part of, lean into those. Because they're the ones that are going to get you through this. Find ways to, ironically, stay alive. Find ways to find ways to protect yourself. Find ways to find your people and be with your people. Okay? So that is my message for today. This thing that we see now, it's not going to be forever. All we got to do is hold on and hope. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you're in Texas, please, 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 please prepare for this absolutely massively cold weather. Pray that we don't go without power. And for those of you who aren't in Texas, please, please pray for us. At least those of us who are smart, and not stupid. Anyway, hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see y'all soon. God bless.